89.3.
You are now listening to Three Quirks and a Twerk at 89.3 FM.
This is my station.
Action.
It's just insane and I love it.
Entertainment.
Hey guys, it's Selena Gomez.
Hey, this is Ed Sheeran.
Hey guys, it's Taylor Swift.
Entrepreneurs.
You need to learn this business, and this is the time to do it.
And empowerment.
Become an insider, so you have to know the rules before you get in the game.
It's Friday.
I can't believe that it's Freaky Friday.
YB Moody, shake that booty and tune in to the voice of the continent.
All right, folks, you are tuning in with the Three Quirks and a Turk at 89.3 FM, and also it's Anzac weekend. And down here just notified us Turks it's actually double demerit.
Double
point.
demerit starting from now.
Did they pull you over?
No.
How did you know it was double demerit?
I mean,
were you speeding?
I was looking at the sign.
Well, were you?
Yeah, I was.
Wow.
No, actually, I was looking at my odometer and I thought,
You were looking at your phone? Oh,
slow down. No, my
shame on
odometer.
you.
My odometer, not my phone. Odometer, speed
okay.
odometer.
Just double checking. Yeah, so make sure to our listeners out there that it is definitely Anzac weekend. Do not drink and drive. Double demerit points. So that is a community notice. We love you long time, and that's why we want to take care of you all, okay? Our next guest here we've got in the studio. It's interesting because her name is actually Sokka Ung, speaker and wellness coach. That she's joining the Three Quirks and a Turk. So welcome, Sokka.
Thank you.
And do you like soccer? Do you like to play a game soccer as well? Or
football.
Or football? I like football.
My children doing soccer referee.
Oh, wow.
And yes, I used to be a soccer mom too.
Oh, no way. Just for the reference, it's soccer, S-O-K-K-A.
Yes.
Not soccer.
Yes.
But do you ever get in trouble when you go out for dinner and then someone says, well, I don't like soccer, I like football, I like basketball. Do you go into a fight over what sports is the best?
I actually had no idea what's either soccer or football. So I usually tend not to talk about the sport at all.
You just take your kids there and that's it.
That, you know? Like, it's a good, cool name to start a conversation. So tell us, speaker and wellness coach, tell us what's your journey? Why did you get involved in the coaching and the wellness arena?
Well, it started from actually my child, my youngest son, around 12 years ago, when back then I just left my corporate career and, start running a school canteen, a primary school canteen.
Wow.
So my son back then, he was around just before 3 years old.
Yeah.
And he just started, 6 months into business, suddenly his skin broke out. So I was wondering what happened to him. I took him to see so many dermatologists. No one could help him. And I was told the way you, treat eczema, but back then I didn't know it was eczema. I thought, being a mom of 4 and he's my youngest, I thought I know everything about skin problems.
How old was he when his eczema broke out?
Maybe 2.5.
2.5, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so suddenly his skin broke out. I thought it's a rash, it'll go away, but it didn't go away. And I have to see the dermatologist. He start bleeding. Every morning I have to change his bed cover.
That bad?
That bad.
Oh, that's quite severe.
It was
That's
severe, but I didn't know anything. And I have to take him to see the dermatologist. And that's when I realized I was told that he got severe eczema.
Oh, God.
That's very severe. You have to change his bed sheet.
What was it from?
What it's from? That's why I'm here to tell everybody.
That's the million
I'm
dollar
going to
question.
tell your audience what happened to my son.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't we go straight into it then?
Yeah, let's go into the juicy stuff.
Let's get into juicy stuff. So
What
why
was
did your
it?
son
Yeah.
get eczema?
So, like I said, I just started a business. Around 6 months into the business, his skin broke out. I thought at first just a rash, but it didn't happen. It was like that rash turned into raw severe eczema.
Oh, my God.
And then so I took him to see so many dermatologists, one after another. Every visit come out with shopping bags of oils, ointment and cream
my gosh.
from chemists, like shopping bags full of it.
Yeah.
And nothing could heal him. I was told to step up, which is like put more cream and ointment when it got bad.
Cortisone, all that stuff.
Exactly, all this steroid cream and ointment, and come step down, which is when he get better. But the better mean only 1 or 2 days, right? And nothing could heal him. And what the breaking point was, I was told to give him bleach bath.
Bleach bath.
Bleach, you know the same bleach that I used to clean the toilet.
Oh, but he was so young at the time as well.
Yes.
That's a pretty
Poor
bad
thing.
recommendation.
Well, everyone recommended it to kill bacteria because he's scratching so much that his skin all broke out. So I had to give him bleach bath, and it stung him. He cried.
Of course.
I cried too. I just felt helpless. I didn't know what to do, so I
This is
cried.
here. This is in Australia, not
Yes.
in Cambodia
No, he
or
was born
Vietnam
here.
or here.
He was born here.
Wow.
But
Oh
this is
my
how the
God.
treatment for eczema.
Wow.
Severe eczema, that's how it is. And sometimes I have to bandage him as well, like put all the bandage and cool water to cool him down. And he was like a toddler, so I have to bandage him the whole body. And nothing could heal him. And that's when I broke down, like completely crushed me, was that I had to give him bleach bath. That's when I became curious and desperate and started looking elsewhere. And I joined started reading medical journal basically, and realized tried to find out what happened to my son. He was born perfect, and that's when I come across an article that say processed food, ultra processed food, and skin inflammation are linked. That's my aha moment. I run the school canteen.
But everything is bloody processed.
Do you know what?
Everything is processed.
Yes.
Think about it. Everything is
Everything.
processed.
That happens to me too.
And being a small business owner, when supermarket Coles and Woolies on sale, I have to buy in bulk, right?
Yeah.
I stock up in my garage at home, and the canteen is full of all these package.
Yeah.
I didn't know any better. Every time he come to, because he hasn't started school yet, he come to my canteen and just let him help himself. Come on, son, I love you. Eat all this food from the package. So he helped himself. So that's when I realized it was me who poisoned him.
The preservatives.
It was me who poisoned him because I gave him all this processed
So
food.
once you discovered the aha moment, what did you do? You go, aha, husband, we need to stop feeding our sons poison, right?
That's aha moment make me realize that I need to do something.
Yeah.
I need to do something. So I basically working in the school canteen. I told my principal, that's it. I'm not continue on when the tender is up for renewal. So only 3 years I didn't renew. I walked away from it basically.
But why did you need to walk away? You could have, instead of doing meat pie and sausages, do salads and cucumbers.
We just can't, not enough time as well. And back then I didn't really know much about
And
Yeah.
the kids wouldn't have bought that stuff anyway.
Yeah, but
They
you know
wanted
what?
stuff.
Healthy
Bad stuff.
food takes so much longer to prepare.
Yeah.
It's more expensive,
Not enough time.
right?
Yeah.
And because I developed a lot of allergies after getting my my COVID shots, right?
Yeah.
So I've actually had to go and reshop and relearn how to cook and shop because everything you buy has preservatives.
Yeah.
Everything from bread
Correct.
to sauces, and you really need to just spend hours and hours looking at the back of it.
Yeah.
And
It's terrible.
it's very hard to
Yeah.
do, and it's
Yeah.
so time consuming.
Also,
Yeah.
another thing I've noticed, Sokka, is that lately there's a lot of lab-grown meat. And they're trying to push it up there as if it's normal meat. So someone was telling me that when you buy meat next time, look at the fine print. It was like culture or something. There's a keywords that they use. Remember those keywords and don't buy them because they're all lab-grown meat. Now, can you imagine? That's going to bloody kill us too.
Yeah, everything basically come in process. You have
Yeah.
to think, where do they come from? So when I run my workshop, parents would tell me they buy it because of the star rating at the front of the package.
But that's rubbish
That's
too,
not
right?
good
That is
That's rubbish
that
too.
is marketing BS.
Yeah.
Excuse the word, but yeah, that is
Did you
No,
just,
totally
did you
agree.
just say the swearing word, the BS?
Beep, censored.
Darren, you need to beep her out. Sokka just swore online.
We'll edit that.
So basically, you need to look at the ingredient
Yeah.
the front, turn to the back, and learn how to understand. So if you look at the ingredient, if there's numbers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's hold that thought, Sokka. We're going to take a break. We're going to go outside and kick some football, Darren.
Yep.
And we'll
Hunt
come
some
back,
trees.
have a chat. Tuning in with the three quirks and a Turk. I have Endau here, Darren, and Gulstar. We're talking...
It's actually Davey.
Yeah, Davey, sorry. Mate, that's AKA Gulstar, but that's another story. It's interesting, though, Sokka, the fact that you just established that all the food that you're feeding your son over the years actually contributed to his severe asthma. So as a mother, you must have felt really bad after that, realizing that your son's been eating so much junk. So what happens after you discover that the junk was causing this severe asthma?
Eczema.
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 So can you share that with our listeners?
So I actually had to walk out from my business, just
wow.
like not continue on because I want to heal my son.
Yes, of
That's what I
course.
told my principal at the time. So I did. I basically at home I start minimizing processed food and learn how to cook.
Yeah.
I didn't even know how to cook because come to Australia you start. Even my
Hang on.
mom said
But you're Asian.
I am Asian. I was born in Cambodia.
Yeah, Cambodian
And
people
when-
can cook really good food, and you can't cook
Yeah,
nothing.
but when you come here as a 13 years old, you lost that skill.
Really,
If
your
you don't
mom,
continue.
your grandmother wasn't around when you came here,
They were around because they were around. They cooked
Yeah.
for me, so I didn't have
and
to
you didn't
cook.
learn anything.
No.
Wow.
Hey, we were all the same, except for you though. No, Davey's got an interesting story, right? He came here by himself.
But
That's why I learned how to
8 years
cook.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was cooking 8 years old, and it's interesting. Okay, so moving forward, so you saved your son through autoimmunity. So tell us how and what did you do to heal your son?
So for my son is to heal his severe eczema. But let me jump in a bit backward here. When I was a teenager arriving in Australia in my early 20s, I was diagnosed with Graves' disease, which is hyperactive thyroid.
Oh.
And it is an autoimmune disease. So back then, I was told by specialists, that's it, your life will be dependent on medication to control the symptoms, to manage
Of
the
course.
symptoms. There's no cure. So I was taking those medications for almost 18 years.
Oh my God.
And then until my son, I tried to heal him, and that's when I start to, at home, left the canteen, try to cook everything from scratch, try to introduce more vegetable and fruit.
Yeah.
Basically anything that come from Mother Nature.
Correct.
And minimize whatever chemistry lab, foods that made in there. So I minimize that and learn how to cook everything from scratch. Even I made my own tomato sauce and barbecue sauce as well. And the way I do it, I try to convince my children this is store-bought. I use the bottle still, but cook everything that I could.
Yeah, they wouldn't know the difference, right?
wouldn't know.
But see, that's the thing, right? So back in the 1900s and 1800s, right, our great ancestors, they were living on really fresh food.
That's right.
And
Exactly.
if you look at the old photos back then, people were stick thin
That's
because there were no preservatives.
There were no
right?
carbs either.
No
It's
carbs,
just
no
protein.
preservatives.
And no
They were
sugar.
all very lean. And then you look at today and you think, oh, have we done something wrong, right? Well, there's more diseases. And then you think, no, it's because we're eating processed
That's
foods.
right.
And
Yeah.
when we often forget how, bad it is for us, but it's so convenient, isn't it?
They used to eat seeds and fruits and protein. That was
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
they would work all day physically.
But then also they actually get off their bloody backside and actually go after hunting
right.
for food. They didn't sit on their backside.
It was the
like us now.
hunting. It
Yes.
was the hunting that was good
Correct.
for
Whereas
humans.
now you look at us, 10, 12 hours a day sitting on a
Sitting
bloody
on the computer,
backside.
yep.
Yeah,
Like now what
yeah.
we're talking about, we're sitting here, and that's the issue with industrial revolution is that we want everything fast. What you were saying before, Anne, was good, was that, I forgot what you said, but it was so good.
Okay, so question for you all. Would you give it up all to go back to the hunting days and be
Oh,
healthy?
But no, I wouldn't.
I would.
You
I
would?
I would.
I don't
Darren?
think I would. Because I'm so used to living this way.
But
Yeah.
I know what I know now. So that means I won't eat McDonald's. I won't eat bloody donuts. I won't drink Coca-Cola. I'll just go...
He's got too many temptations going on in his
You know,
life.
I won't eat
Don't
KFC.
give up whiskey.
I won't give
Yeah,
up
can't give up
whiskey.
the alcohol.
You know, but I'll eat salads. I'll make sure I eat pure meat and fish and that. But I still can look after yourself, I think, at the end of the day. I don't need to go back to the hunting day. That's hard work, eh?
Yeah, well, that is hard work. You're
I
allergic
can't
to hard
imagine
work.
you run around like a hunter, man. Hunting
No, I
for
can't.
food, no.
I will
You
not be
probably die at a
hunting.
very young age hunting.
They used to die young, in their 30s and 40s,
Correct.
because they'd get killed by animals.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
That's the other side of it.
That's
Yeah, no,
correct.
it can't always be good.
And we go back to, I don't think Anne lasts another day, mate.
No.
She'll run up there.
Listen,
and she
I
can
need,
eat
as
some
long as I have
tiger.
Wi-Fi, I'll be fine. There's all these tutorials online about how to live off-grid, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, they do.
I could live off-grid with Wi-Fi. Oh, sorry, but that wouldn't make sense because then you're not
that's
off-grid.
But I want to get just back to one thing because I wanted to hear about Sokka's journey.
Yeah.
And did you start curing your Graves' disease with the foods that you
Well,
were
yeah,
using?
well, basically, my focus there was just healing my son.
Right.
So I introduced, everything, cook for everything from scratch, introduce more food that come from Mother Nature. Do you know Mother Nature is very clever?
She
You know that
is,
they-
really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. She's so bossy sometimes, Mother Nature.
Think of a rainbow. So
Yes.
all the fruit and vegetable has a rainbow, different color, right?
Yes.
Because those different color actually help different parts of our body.
Yes.
Beetroot is purple's good, yeah.
Yeah, so it
Carrots.
helps. Like carrots help with your eyes. Remember, grandmother always say, eat
Yep.
more carrot. You can
Yes.
see at night
I
time.
like carrots.
Is that true?
It is true.
I've been eating a lot of carrots.
I like carrots and I
night
still use
vision hasn't
glasses.
improved.
What's the problem?
And you know what? Because your carrot is not organic.
Maybe it's from Coles.
We are not
It's a
sponsored by
pesticide
Coles,
in
guys.
it, mate.
So yeah, as I was trying to heal him, but it took almost a year.
Wow.
It's slowly and painfully, but it took almost a year when his
wow.
skin finally healed.
Jeez.
And for me, for my condition, I have to go and have my blood test done once a year too. So after that year, I had my blood test done to check on my autoimmune disease, and my specialist say, "Oh, something wrong." Sent me for another blood test, and I went for a second blood test. The result came out and said, "There's no proof that I had that autoimmune disease."
Amazing.
That's amazing.
And that's when I was taken off the medication.
Amazing.
But see, this is when people get put on medication very early, right? Like I do wonder, should we approach our disease in another way before going on
course.
instant medication?
Of course.
I'm not a doctor, but I always try things before I take
Can I
pills.
share something with you, Sokka, right? When I was growing up, I used to have asthma,
Yeah.
really severe asthma. And I did a TV show with Dr. Charlie T.O. and a few other people. So we did, and then a lot of people would come up and they will explore alternative medicine. It's called alternative medicine for SBS.
Yeah.
My medicine was, back then, it was seahorse, right?
As in the seahorse, from
the ocean.
the ocean seahorse.
Correct. So we back then, my parents back then said that every time you have that, you grill the seahorse, you crunch it up, put water, you drink it, and done.
Oh my God.
I went back to Vietnam and I was coughing. I couldn't run. They did that for me. 2 seahorses, done.
Wow.
Gone.
Oh.
No more asthma. Because I used to use the spray and all that. And then when I went into this show and I said to them, let's do this, we'll test that. And then a few other people from Mexico, America and all that came up with alternative medicine.
Yeah.
And then they were going to paint some of these ideas, right? And then guess what? A year later, they decided to can the show.
Because they were not good for the
So how
pharmaceutical
much
industry.
how much is a seahorse?
Well, apparently that you can't. These seahorses were bred overseas.
Yeah, I don't think you could buy them
No,
here.
you can buy them at the Asian shop, but you've got to be certified that it's not from here. It's actually from overseas and it's been farmed.
Right.
So it took me like a month to go around to find a special seahorse that's bred overseas to be able to go on TV to talk about and
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Right.
and I was healed. So I took Sokka. I believe that at the end of the day, the pharmaceutical company is a big corporate out there who wants to make money. Then
There's lots of movies about it as well.
All the time.
Like
Yeah,
we see it all the time.
see it all
They
the
always
time.
increase dosages
That's
just
correct.
to make more and more and more.
Correct.
It's about balance. Sometimes you need certain things and sometimes you don't. But you
I
have
agree.
balance.
Sometimes you're going to need a Panadol, right?
Correct.
But what I find funny is every time you go to the doctor for something,
Oh.
take a Panadol.
Correct.
Take a Panadol.
And what
Next
funny
time, take a
about it,
seahorse.
That's right.
Seahorse.
So I had chicken, right? In my
Yeah.
backyard, I raised chicken. One of the chicken, almost 2 years ago, she wasn't feeling well, but she doesn't look well. So I took her to see a vet. It cost a fortune to just send my chicken to see
Why
a
are you
vet.
taking a vet for?
Because
Just
I
eat it.
love
Just-
them.
I was gonna say, just
love
eat
them.
Just kill the chicken and make chicken soup.
Anyway, you know what the vet asked me?
What?
Did I feed my hand? What did I feed? But then I realized when I took myself or my
Yeah.
son to see our GP, he never asked what I feed my children or feed myself.
Interesting. There you
Straight
go.
away,
Yeah.
get a piece of paper. Oh, okay, this is the medication. Go to the chemist and buy it.
Ah.
But why? Why don't they ask the question
that funny?
they asked
Yeah.
me to my chicken? Right?
But see, that's the thing. That's why I try to self-diagnose now. Go on WebMD. But then,
dangerous.
what I try to do is I wait 3 days to see if the symptoms are still there, and if it's not there, then I don't go to the doctors.
And if your arm falls off, then you know you better go to the doctor.
Well, yeah, hell yeah, you better go.
But then you look at. I'm really interested in a lot of alternative stuff. Say for instance, soursop. For argument's sake, do you know soursop leaf can heal cancer?
Sorry, what?
Soursop.
Stop, you know
Soursop leaf.
the smoothie we drink.
Yeah. It's got a lot of seeds in there, and it's green.
It's
It's quite It's like custard, like a
similar
custard
to
apple.
custard apple.
Okay, yeah, go on.
Yeah. So they were doing tests, right? And they were saying by eating soursop alone will heal your body, right? The seed alone, if you grind the seed, it actually helps purify your body. The leaf itself can actually help you overcome cancer.
Really?
All these things are coming out.
Yeah,
Why?
well, there's lots of things in nature that can cure
Correct.
you. You know, like if,
when you think about it, a lot of pharmaceuticals are made and derived
That's
from
correct.
nature.
correct,
That's
just in
right.
the form of a pill.
Yeah.
Because we're not smart enough to go out and research all of this,
That's
and we don't
right.
have the time to go out and
What is
research.
antibiotics? It's made from a bacteria.
That's correct.
Exactly right.
You see? So if you think about it, we humans become pretty stupid because we're lazy.
Well, lazy is the right word, I think.
No,
It's
we're
out
not.
there.
We're not lazy. We are time poor.
Time for yeah,
And we-
exactly.
And we choose convenience over
Correct.
our health.
That's correct. So
Yeah.
if that's the case, Sokka, what's your advice to our listeners out there?
And to parents that are
And
bringing up
parents
kids.
especially,
So
really.
yeah, especially the parents. Now I work in the school. I mean, when I left the canteen, I work in the school as working in helping the classroom. So I noticed what they pack in the lunchbox impact the children's ability to focus in the classroom. So what I say is,
Yes,
yeah,
I
try
agree.
to increase more fruit and vegetable in your lunchbox. I know to start off, the kids might not like it, right?
Yeah.
There's a taste bud, but then you need to keep going.
Yeah.
Introduce it, but don't introduce a food or a vegetable that the children has not tried before.
Yeah.
Try it out at home first. Especially on the weekend is the best time
Yeah.
to try new food.
And you know what I found so funny, right? To that point.
Yeah.
So when I eat certain foods, I feel a certain way. And I've been tracking this, right? So
Okay.
some weeks I go without red meat because it was irritating my tummy. But then some weeks when I have red meat, I feel a little agitated. And I read articles where, you know, you take on the personality of that animal before it dies. Right.
that's
But also,
deep, man.
certain
That's so deep.
certain foods, right? They trigger you and they make you feel a certain way. So I've quit caffeine for close to a year now.
Oh, you don't drink coffee?
And my sleep's improved dramatically.
Wow.
But also, like how I feel during the day, it's also different. But it's food and drinks, you know, it's a combination of both of it. So I definitely agree with that.
You're going to be
Basically
careful.
what you-
Anne is going to start meditating and levitating off the
Soon I'll be
floor.
floating off the ground, you know,
Jesus.
walking on water and that.
Yes.
God.
So what you put in your mouth, drinks or food, affect everything. Affect your mental health. Affect because there's gut-brain connection
course.
as well.
It's all
It
connected.
affect
And even
yeah.
things like
How you
a high
think.
protein diet
Yeah.
increases serotonin, which is the good focus chemical.
Yeah.
High carb diet makes you fall asleep.
Yeah.
So even about when you eat what during the day, depending on what you want to do. There's all
Yeah.
these things. There's so many rules and
It is.
insights.
You just have to pay more attention to how you feel.
Yeah.
Like make connection to your own body. So pay attention to every time you eat something new, how you feel. Because sometimes it's not affect you in half an hour. It could affect you days afterwards.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
All right, folks, you are tuning in with the Three Quirks and Turk at 89.3 FM. We're talking about love, we're talking about food, we're talking about human beings just being bloody lazy. So let's change that mindset. We're going to come back and we're going to talk how we can improve our diet and what else we can do. Should we go out there and look for labels and focus more on fruit and veg and be more healthy and we're here with Sokka Ung and football and basketball, and we're going to speak. And also, actually, I didn't realize, Sokka, you're actually a speaker as well.
Yes.
So, do you actually go to schools and you speak about
Yes,
your
and-
profound health?
I also run workshop in community group as well.
Oh.
And any like big organization, company that are very big on their well-being of their staff and want to hear my message.
Okay.
I do that as well. Yeah.
So, what's your message then? What messages you like to share to our listeners out there if somebody wants to live a very long time?
Well, not just long, but well.
And
Well,
quality
Live
quality
well.
life.
Quality
Yes.
life, yes.
Yes, it's better to live well than live long and full of chronic illnesses.
Yes.
Just basically watch what you eat and try to incorporate a lot of food that Mother Nature intend for us to eat. That's how our body can
Fresh.
digest it.
Yeah, I love the synergy or the metaphor that you spoke about the colorful rainbows, right?
Yes.
And like all the fruit and veggies that there are colors for a reason.
Definitely.
And-
So when I run the kids program, we talk about the colors
Yeah.
of the rainbow of the fruit and vegetable and make them understand what that color means to the body, which part of the body is helping.
So what's green? What does that do?
Green gives you energy.
Okay, what about like blue and reds?
Blue and red help you with your heart as well.
I
So there's
love
a
green.
medical journal. Actually, if you go into medicine, you can find, not maybe science. They tell you because of the pigment of those fruit and vegetable that helps our different part of our bodies, like carrot, yellow, help with our eyes.
And a lot of red stuff has a lot of
Red
antioxidants.
help with your
Tomatoes.
brain, help you with brain power and your heart as well.
Beetroot
Yeah.
is really good for you.
Yes.
Chilies? I
Yes.
love chilies. Chili good?
Chili's good.
Chili,
Love chilies.
Yeah, and it's red, different colors
Alright,
too.
good.
Chili,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So your business is Heal and Nourish.
Yes,
Talk to us
so-
about that.
So Heal and Nourish. So basically, as you know, so far you heard about my journey, my son's journey. So when I realized that, so when I work in the school, actually, I keep telling parents, because when I start first working in this classroom, I work with special kids, and you can see the lunchbox full of package, and every time I start to talk to parents, I try to, please, can you pack more vegetable, and then I realized they don't get me. So I said I had to make a bigger impact. So that's why I start to look into how I can help parents. From there, actually, I went ahead and do a gut health course as well. So I try to understand our body, how it works. So I complete a gut health course. So with that knowledge and my life experience, I just try to basically pass my message to parents. And from there, I said I should start a business. And that's when I started before COVID hit. And Heal and Nourish, that's the story it come from. Me and my son, we are healed now. So our main focus now is try to nourish our body with real food. So that's why Heal and Nourish is born. The name comes from.
But I've got one quick question.
Yeah.
Kids will rebel against this.
Oh,
What do you
definitely.
do?
Of course.
Definitely. So they say that our taste bud takes time to actually like a new food. And so as a parent, you just have to keep persevering.
Right.
And having said that, our parents need to be a role model. There are foods that I didn't like when I was a child, right?
I still don't like
But-
cauliflower and broccoli.
Yes, but for my
could you?
children, I learned how
I
to
like
Well, mushrooms.
broccoli.
cauliflower
Mushrooms, nice.
and broccoli is the best, especially for women. It helps with our
Yeah, but then
hormones.
again, right? But then again,
Maybe that's why I don't like it.
But then again, right? We're
like
saying
women.
broccoli is good for you, and strawberry is good for you, but then now I found out I put chemicals in it,
Yes. So
and
that's why-
strawberry as well,
especially the
That's why I don't
berries.
like
You
it.
need
and the
to
berries.
Yeah,
You know?
try to get it. So I bought my fruit and vegetable. Usually I go to the farmers market. It costs a bit more, but when you get to know the farmers,
Yeah.
they tell you. They actually tell you, okay, I spray on this,
Yeah,
potato or tomato, but this one is
Ah,
pure. There's
okay,
no. You need to go then. You
Yeah.
That's why you've got to really
Bond.
wash your fruits and
Yeah,
veggies before
yeah.
you cook them.
Yeah,
I mean,
and especially for the berries, you need to soak it a bit in baking powder and vinegar.
sorry, the berries.
Yeah,
Blueberries. Even
the
strawberry
berries,
too.
All the berries. Try
Yeah.
to soak
Yeah,
it first
right.
in apple ciders
Yeah.
or vinegar
Baking
and
soda as
baking
well.
soda.
Yeah.
So it's actually
To get rid of all the chemicals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not 100% out, I don't think. But
At least it's something.
But,
Yeah.
but the only thing wrong with organic is I remember I once went to a beautiful organic shop. I said, I'm going to get an apple.
Yeah.
I bite into the apple. There's a worm.
Yeah, so let's say you buy if you go home and try this one out for me. Go and buy a red apple from the shop. Yeah, even a grocery store, a green grocer's shop from Wool or Co. You come home and you soak that apple. You can see there's a white coating on the apple.
Yeah.
You can see very clearly
Correct.
after you soak it in
Correct.
apple cider or even vinegar with baking powder. You can see it come out. It's like
See,
the
Darren,
It's all chemicals.
Darren,
the
Darren,
coating, the wax.
you mentioned something, right? It's interesting. You mentioned that your apple had a worm in it.
Yeah.
So you think apricot and nectarine and peaches, right? Now, if you did not spray chemical, right? We spray so much chemical on it that even the worms
Great everything.
and the bugs will not eat it.
Yeah, if
And
you,
yet we're eating it.
That's right.
if you pick up an apple that has worm in it, I think
That's
that's
a good thing.
That's a
apple.
good sign. That's a good
Definitely a
sign.
good apple.
And the worm is still alive, it's a good apple.
Yes.
If the
There's no
worm is
chemicals
dead,
in
there
it.
is something
So
wrong.
maybe that's why people started cutting the apple with a knife rather than taking a bite.
That's
So you
correct.
can check what's there before you eat it.
I don't know about you, but I never bite into an apple because I have this fear of my front teeth flipping out. That's why I always slice it.
True, true.
Wow.
You know those people that just bite? Is that
Yeah.
are you one of those?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah, I just bite.
I have this big fear of
Because
it. I don't know
stone
why.
fruit, right? Like, I used to live on a large property, right? And stone fruit, if you don't spray that when it flowers, that's it, forget it. It's worms, everything.
Wow.
And yet, one day I decided to wake up and I went to the farm and then I go into the supermarket and I picked up a nectarine. I'm thinking, how come my nectarine never look good as this? There's not even a speck, there's not even a scratch on it.
Yeah.
Then my smart brains thought, hang on, the chemical that they spray on the farm to give it that perfection, that look, and then the one that I didn't spray it, how I couldn't eat it.
Yeah.
Then I realised, hang on, that's bad for you.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why these days I don't eat stone fruit no more. I don't eat stone fruit no more.
But they say stone fruit's the better fruit to eat. It's low GI.
So basically, you eat according to the season.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
once again, I have to say, Mother Nature is clever. Like we have the
Correct.
seasons where it come out different fruit and vegetables
Very
because
true,
our
very true.
body need those. Like right now, coming to winter, you have orange and mandarin coming
Correct.
up now because they're full of vitamin C.
Correct.
That's when we need them to fight the
Interesting.
cold and
Yeah,
flu.
very interesting.
Yeah,
I like that.
so if you pay attention and listen to Mother Nature, that's why I said
Yeah.
listen
I
to
feel like
it.
there's a lot of
And-
paying attention, right? Like
Yeah,
you really got to
yeah,
listen and learn.
We're so
and-
distracted in our
Yeah.
society.
That's the problem. Who's got the time?
mindfulness.
Yeah.
Mindfulness. You need to be
Yeah.
mindful
We're
of your
not-
surroundings.
You're so true.
Well, that's the problem. We're constantly distracted by screens and phones, and we're watching things. But we love to consume a lot of one thing, but then we forget about the basics, right? I think
Go
that's
back
why
to
off-grid is good again, right? Off-grid living is very
Go
good.
back to basic, mate.
So these two are going off the grid, so it's only you and me left.
But,
How
but
am
as I
gonna
said, I
reach
need
out to
Wi-Fi.
You guys, you're off the grid. How am I going to reach out to? It's bad enough hard to get in now. Can you imagine it's off the grid? How
As
do
I
reach
said,
to you?
I'll be on Wi-Fi.
She'll have her own portable Wi-Fi station.
But it's just, it defeats the purpose, right? Like you're out in the farm. Look at me, I'm living off-grid.
Yeah.
She'll be an Instagram influencer off the grid.
Off the grid.
Grid.
Off the grid. So it's Anzac weekend. What's your plan? Are you doing anything exciting?
Yes, I'm going to dawn service tomorrow.
Oh, that's correct.
Yeah,
Yes, the door
yeah.
service on 5 o'clock or
The 5 o'clock, but I need to be there 4 o'clock because
Yeah.
I also part of like the cadet as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Army cadet
Army
or-
cadet.
Army
So
cadet.
I basically go and look after the kids.
Is that at
So
Holsworthy? Is Holsworthy?
We are going to the one in Ingleburn.
Ingleburn.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
yeah, dawn service tomorrow, and then Sunday I'm going to have a break, and then Monday I'm going to go on one of my hike.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
really?
Nice.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite food then, Sokka?
My favorite fruit, as in fruit or vegetable as well.
Fruit.
I love, of course, I love pho.
Pho, it's
which
not
is the
pho,
beef
it's not
pho.
fruit, darling.
No, that is like when I go out to eat at a restaurant,
Yeah.
that is food.
Yeah.
That is the best type of food.
As in fruit, I love avocado.
Avocado.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Avocado.
Yes.
So,
What
Anne,
about-
what's your favorite fruit?
Avocado. It's versatile.
But apparently, I just found out again that the seed is very potent, very powerful. Don't get rid of the seed.
As in, don't eat it.
No, eat it. So they're saying you dry it, then you cut it up, and you boil it. And then you put honey or vinegar and you drink it. That just detoxify your body.
It's really bitter though.
That's why you put honey in it.
Oh.
Yeah, how good that is for you.
But you know, bitter food help with your
better for you.
digestion.
Correct. Look at bitter
activate,
melon.
it activate your body to
Yeah.
release more enzymes. So when your food comes down, it breaks down your food.
Correct.
So always smell too. Before you eat, always smell your food.
Yeah.
Because it sends the senses to your brain, right? When you smell, and that sensor
And it
transmitters
starts
go back to
moving.
your gut and tell your gut, okay, the food is coming, start releasing enzyme now. So by the time you eat it, it breaks down easily.
Oh,
This
well,
is what
there
I
you go.
learned from
I've
my
learned
gut.
something new.
You almost need to be a food scientist. Like, I mean, just the average person just would not know this. I mean,
No.
I would just not
No.
have any clue.
And you know the seed of papaya?
Yeah, that's good
it's
for you too.
Good
Yeah,
for you
I eat
too.
that too.
Yeah, it's bitter and it's good for
Yeah.
detox too.
So now when I eat my papaya, I just eat the whole seed and all.
Do you eat the seeds?
Yeah, eat the seeds.
Yeah.
Aren't they
Yeah,
really
that's good
hard?
for you.
It is hard. It's like crunchy
It's not-
nuts.
Yeah, but it's nice.
Crunchy
Oh.
nuts.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. Yes.
It's 6 o'clock on Friday afternoon. I think we're starting to get downhill here.
Yes, Tara just looks at you.
Hey, all of a sudden started paying attention, so you know we know where he's at. So, Sokka, what do you think about censoring things, you know, and always being, you know, I mean, this generation now, so, you know, like, I mean, I feel like we're always worried about what we're going to say and all that. I mean, obviously we're not.
We're not saying anything. I just say crunchy nuts.
I mean, who said crunchy nuts?
I said that.
Kellogg's crunchy nuts. Yeah.
And just didn't want to say anything. She didn't want to involve that crunchy nuts.
What do you think about that?
Well, basically, if you live a mindful life, like including mindful eating, I think you feel better. and you understand your surrounding as well, and you understand your body.
So basically,
And
you won't
be-
get
be
offended.
grateful.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what people
We'll
think
say.
of you, because people sometimes call me a weirdo because I usually pack a lot of food that I made from at home in
That's
my
fine.
kids' school lunchbox.
I love that.
But they don't miss out because they hardly have any. Almost of my, 3 of my kids now finish school. They have 100% attendance. That's because
That's
of what
great.
they eat from the lunchbox. It's very
So
important.
true.
But when you guys all want to have one night of bad eating, what do you do? Where do you
Ooh, I
go?
like that.
Well, even bad eating, we still can do it.
Yeah.
It's-
But where do you go? McDonald's, Kentucky, pizza,
I use
chocolate?
actually, to be honest, I use when my oldest two is younger. I used to take them to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Because that was before I
Yeah.
knew better.
Yeah.
And my oldest two is national swimmers,
Yeah.
and I fed them
wow.
Gatorade, Up and Gold, and now I understand Gatorade. The ingredient from Gatorade is derived from
Sugar.
petroleum.
Oh, serious? Gatorade?
Is that why you get this weird high when you
And
drink
then
Gatorade?
There's numbers on it too.
no way.
You don't have to take my word for it, but if you look at the ingredient of a
Yeah.
Gatorade, for example, blue, you look at that number 133 and you look it up.
Oh,
It's
wow.
derived from petroleum. Imagine you put that in your kids, like 4 and 5 years old.
Correct.
They sell it at the sport field.
course.
So now I'm trying to reach out to our MP
Yeah.
and also our local council, because there's canteen in the swimming
They
pool
sell heaps of that.
and soccer field sell heaps of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even V and
Yeah,
and
that's
all
Oh,
that.
V is dangerous if you drink too much.
That's right.
You grow wings, right? And you fly.
Oh, that's Red Bull.
Yeah.
you know there was a guy who sued Red Bull because he did not get wings and he
Yeah,
couldn't fly.
he felt
Like he
it.
took it literally.
How stupid. Sokka, can I say thank you so much for joining the Three Quirks of Turk. We've learned a lot from you today. So as from this point onward, there's no more junk food for us.
No more junk food.
We're going to eat more healthier, less on the nuts. But besides that,
No, I was going for
salads
some
is
whiskey
good.
after. We're dropping by at KFC after.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
So, if you're a parent out there and you just heard what I say and you start feeling, guilty, please don't.
Yeah,
I just want to say I see you
yeah.
and you're not alone.
Nice.
I have been to that through that journey as well. Now that you know, just start making change. Just take one, start changing one habit, even a small step. Just start today. Start
Correct,
now.
correct.
Now
That's
that you
right.
have this knowledge.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And how can people find you, Sokka?
I am active on Instagram, Heal and Nourish. Heal with a little N and then Nourish, and also on Facebook, Heal and Nourish. I also most actually frequent is on LinkedIn, which is under my name, Sokka Ung.
Yeah.
And if anyone just want more tips on how I feed my family, just reach out to me, message me.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're on LinkedIn,
Yeah.
and also on Instagram
And Facebook.
And Facebook.
and Facebook. So
Yeah.
is it under Sokka or
And Facebook and Instagram is under my business name, which is Heal and Nourish.
okay, Heal and Nourish. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Heal and Nourish and Sokka Ung, Sokka Aung. Not soccer, soccer.
No, as long as you don't kick me, your food, I'm fine.
All right, folks. Thank you so much. We hope that you've learned something. That this conversation have given you more wisdom, more wings. It's definitely a long weekend. It's Anzac Day, so please do not drink and drive. Drive safely, and also double demerit points. We'll catch up with you all same time, same place next week.
See you then.
Bye.